Hi, welcome to Surviving Together, where we see you, we hear you, and we believe you. I wanted to put this video up because I, A, promised I would, and B, all women, everyone actually, but especially all women need to listen or watch this podcast. It's with Mel Robbins. It's her podcast, and she has Dr. Mary Claire Haver on, who is the number one doctor about menopause in the country. She has done more research and looked into this more than anybody else has. And she really kind of started the ball rolling when she realized there really wasn't much education at all available for upcoming doctors on menopause. And what they found was rather surprising. It was very surprising to me, some of the things that they had mentioned, like menopause can cause heart palpitations. And yet the statins that they give women, they found, don't work. They work for men, but they don't work for women. And there's other drugs like that work for men, but they don't work for women. And you will be shocked about the number of things that menopause can cause in your body. That you may be treating different symptoms, can't figure out why it happened, and it's because you're in menopause or you're perimenopause, which can start as early as 35. For anyone under 35, I recommend you watch this still because A, you're going to hit this. Unless you have your lady parts removed, your inner, then you're going to hit menopause and perimenopause at some point in time. But Dr. Haver also speaks to a woman's regular cycle and what happens during that month, and why there's the peaks and valleys, and why there's the PMS symptoms. It is very educational, and it's spoken in a way that everyone can understand. If Dr. Haver uses too big of words, Mel Robbins stops her, repeats what she says, asks her to define something. I guarantee you're going to be able to follow along. I hope that you will find some good information in this. I sure did. Everyone I've shared it with since I came across this a few days ago have all been like, wow, this is amazing. Light bulbs going woof, woof, woof. Just so many things that make sense that their bodies had been doing. I myself, I'm 51, but I'm still in perimenopause. And she talks about that transition from perimenopause to menopause and how that happens, and symptoms that you can tell beyond just the medical definition, which is you don't have your period for 1 year. Then you're officially in menopause. That's it. That's all they knew. I was shocked to learn that a man can walk into a doctor's office, and if he's on Medicaid or Medicare, if he has erectile dysfunction, he can get a pill for Viagra, and it's covered. A woman walks into that same office with the same insurance, menopause symptoms, it's not covered. Nothing in regards to menopause is covered by Medicare. You have to go in and say, I'm having this symptom, and this symptom. And then you guys can try and work around and, see if it's related to menopause. That's horrible. Why are so many women, such an important part of our lives, not covered? Anyway, I really wanted to get this out to you. It has been such a busy weekend, but I am going to put the link in the description below. And if you follow in her description, there will be a link to Dr. Haver's information. There is a guide, a free guide that you can download in regards to empowering yourself with menopause. I have downloaded it. I have not looked at it yet, so I can't tell you exactly what's in it, but it's kind of a mini guide, as to what to do, things that go on in your body, basically the podcast is my understanding. Now, it may not be. There's also a link within there to patient referrals to doctors. So these are not referrals that doctors are making or any organization is making. It's patients who said, my doctor's wonderful. She knows about Medicare. He knows about menopause. I'm sorry. They know about menopause. They've been educated on it. And they look to it to try and solve things that are going on in my body. I was shocked. They have you put in your country and your state name, all that information, or not name, just, can you tell it's late and I've been doing taxes all day? Oh, my son's taxes as well. That was fun. Country, state, province, city, click, and it'll show you if there's anybody in your city. I was shocked to find somebody in my city. I'm not in a Detroit. I'm not in a big town. I mean, it's a decent sized town. But there was a doctor mentioned, and it turns out this doctor actually has her and 2 other doctors in her practice. Now, I don't know how expensive it is. I have no idea what my insurance would cover with it. But I was amazed. So I encourage you all, if you don't have a doctor who addresses menopause, who knows anything about it, or is willing to be educated about it, look there and see if you have a link. The guide also, and I think there's another piece of information that you can download or print and give it to your doctor and say, here, I want you to read this information. Because I know some of your doctors are willing to work with you and they're willing to research things. So if they don't know and they want to know more, here, you can give them materials on it. So thank you for watching this short video, and I hope you enjoy the podcast as much as I did. Please leave some comments. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about it. Was anything surprising to you? Did any light bulbs go off for you? I bet there will be. I bet there'll be a lot. So please comment. I really want to see how many people are going to say, yeah, wow. All right. Have a great night, you guys. Remember, you are valuable, you are worthy, you are strong, and you are loved. Much love for me. Night, guys.